Who we got?
Honor of community chat. It's Arthur Mod versus that Steel Rat. I'm going to play Hot Day Blooming.
We are now friends.
Let's fight. We're friends and enemies, which is very PvZ Valentbrains kind of theme.
It is.
You love someone, but you're trying to eat their brains.
You know, out of love, though.
That's true. That's true. A strange kind of love based on hunger. So we've got a nice curve here. We've got Blooming Hearts. We've got Juggernaut. We've got Spine Apple. I'm actually going to go ahead and keep this. And my buddy is going to be ghosting me on the stream. So he's going to be able to see my hand probably.
Going to give him a slight advantage. We'll see how we're going to do.
So if anything goes wrong, I'm going to claim that's the reason. So I'm going to open up with this Blooming Hearts. He might be able to play some guy to block it. Looks like we get a free hit here, and I'm already up to 3 strength in turn 1, which is great value for a 1-cost plant. And if I can defend it, it's just going to grow to be 4, 5, 6 later on. So it's one of the more aggressive event cards we've ever done. Zombies, see if they can stop him on turn 2, or if I'm going to keep wailing away with Blooming Hearts. It's still happening. So I could play Hot Day to defend it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play Juggernaut to keep the offense going. And if he's got a trick, he's got a trick. You know, sometimes he's got it. All right, we're still getting in there. So this is a very nice offensive start. I've got Blooming Hearts up to 4 strength. I've got Juggernaut hitting with Bullseye, meaning it does not charge the opponent's block meter. And so,
yeah, he's great.
Yeah, so if Neptuna doesn't come back fast, like I'm really getting a good offense going, and she might be in trouble if she doesn't get a good play here on turn 3. She got to play Zombie or Trick, Fire Rooster. So it's a good event card, as I said. Does 1 damage right away when you play it to the plant that's in that lane. If I play a plant here with Fire Rooster, it's going to run to another lane. So I can kind of scare it off if I play something like Walnut, which I think I want to do. I think I want to scare this guy away. I could also pull it away with Hot Date and see what happens there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and scare it off. I think I'm going to play this thing. I think I might as well just like blow this up with a superpower.
Get rid of the chicken. Boom. Boom.
I'm going to play even more Blooming Hearts, exactly. Okay. And then I'm going to play a Walnut to both defend my Blooming Heart and then also get ready for Spine Apple to go ahead and power that Walnut up in the future turn. So now I've got some very, very low-cost plays here. I'm really getting on the board quickly. My opponent's able to go ahead and Rolling Stone and take out my small Blooming Hearts. The Blooming Hearts has only 2 attack when it comes out, and so it's vulnerable to Rolling Stone right off the bat. But then it gets immune to Rolling Stone as it grows, because Rolling Stone only destroys plants that have 2 strength or less. So coming to turn 4, I'm already really getting my beat down on. Neptune is already down to 11. I've made her use 1 of her blocks so far, and Blooming Hearts is still warming up. You'll notice that since Blooming Hearts powers up when it does damage, if it hits a super block, it will not power up because it's not doing any damage in that case. So we got a Gravestone against my buddy Juggernaut. I feel like it could be Pogo Bouncer is a nice 4-cost Gravestone he might have. I could go ahead and Spine Apple here, or I could Hot Date to try to get ready for big Spine Apple next turn. I think I'm going to Hot Date now to get a really big Spine Apple next turn is my plan.
Hot Day now. That's good advice.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Don't wait for tomorrow for Hot Dates. You gotta.
Hot Dates don't come around very often, so get the Hot Date.
So the Pogo Bouncer does show up like I predicted. It does bounce Blooming Hearts. Blooming Hearts is going to reset back to its natural 2/2 value. And Juggernaut is cleaning up Pogo Bouncer. He's armored, so he's going to shake off 1 point of damage from the Pogo Bouncer to ignore it. So he's going to live through that fight. And now I'm really getting potentially good Spine Apple turn coming up here, because I've got another Walnut in my hand. I've got Spine Apple that pumps all my guys with no strength, so it could pump.
This is working out exactly.
No, I mean, just like we hoped, right? Honestly, Blooming Heart defended by Walnuts, then use these Spine Apples to sort of really put the hurt on. So I'm going to go ahead and block here. I'm going to Blooming Hearts. Let's see. I'm going to Blooming Hearts, I want to say here, and then I'm going to Juggernaut. Or sorry, I'm going to Spine Apple here.
What's really great for me personally is that Devin has now like perfected one of the decks that I have available on my machine.
Play whatever you want.
Exactly.
So now, as you see, we've seen 2 Walnuts and the Hot Date and the Spine Apple all turn on, and so that's a pretty big game, right? My army's now pretty huge. It's looking pretty good for me.
It's not looking great for your zombie opponent.
This is more or less what I hope would happen. So we're going to see Hot Date, some rare attack animations from Walnut and from Hot Date. They don't attack too often, but Spine Apple can power them up and let them attack.
Okay.
And Neptune is down to 5 now. We're really getting a lot of damage on.
You didn't take a soul patch, did you?
I didn't know. I focused on low-cost stuff to sort of like try to overwhelm them early.
Min-max.
Yeah, and sometimes Soul Patch I like to play in sort of a slower strategy to sort of stay alive longer, and it's a very powerful card.
Yeah.
For now, I'm trying to focus on mostly cheap stuff.
Yes. And sometimes you have to take that approach for a deck strategy to actually work out. You sometimes have to get rid of the stuff that you really love playing with.
Yeah, I think that's a really good observation. So, so here I'm going to play Smackademia in the water, so it's going to be an opportunity to hit hard in a way that's hard for the zombies to block. He might have Pogo Bouncer here, I don't know. He's going to pump up all the health of all these nuts on the board. All right, he's got this Stealthy Imp that is extra good at hitting the player. So he's good at hitting me, but this is pretty good for him. One of the things I was worried about, Weed Spray destroys all the plants that have 2 strengths or less. So it's one of the things that a Spine Apple deck is very vulnerable to, because I've got a lot of plants with strength 0 and a lot of plants with strength 2. So Weed Spray is famously good against a style of deck. Smackademia does live through Weed Spray. One of the things that's good about it, my opponent's down to 1. So I'm trying to sneak through a couple more damage. He's got a block coming up to make it a little bit tough. I've got a good chance to take out this guy unless he's got Pogo Bouncer. And I think I probably want to block this as well, because it could be a nasty gravestone of some sort of surprise. He's got Landscaper to make something weaker. I guess he might, if he's Weed Spray again, that's pretty bad. So he's shrinking Smackademia down to 2 strength. So if he's got another Weed Spray to kill all my 2 strength plants again, that's going to be hard to recover from. If he doesn't Weed Spray, I think I'm still doing okay.
Okay, now, if this is where it could turn around.
Right, I mean, this is a big turn.
Your strategy has paid off. Now we've sort of gone into mid to later game.
And so, just like we were saying earlier, because I'm so focused on low-cost plants, as the game stretches on, my plants are going to be weaker, and I might not have the staying power to survive a long game. So I've got my opponent down to 1, and the question is, can I finish them off, or is my my focus on low-cost plants going to give me some trouble as I get into the later game? All right,
okay.
So Hot Date, I can move a zombie somewhere. I can grow this thing up a little bit.
Whoa, this is fantastic.
This is tough to know what to do. I think I kind of want to take out this 3/1 guy. He's got a lot of gravestones. Maybe I should take out this dude. I think I want to go ahead and play this here and then pump up. If I play this here and pump up, I could live a little longer. I think I would play this in Stormfront, give all my plants +1/+1, so my Hot Date will live another turn, and maybe I can find some more buffs to keep that guy alive. Let's see how this goes.
Luckily, yes, you want that there.
Yeah, so his Stealthy Imp is a 3/3 now. If he doesn't do something special, but he does do something special.
Is he going to extra attack?
So he's not going to kill my guy for what he has now. He's giving this guy +2 health and Frenzy.
Oh, and Frenzy.
He's still not going. He's not going to kill Juggernaut quite yet, because Juggernaut's armor is going to keep him alive. But the game's definitely turning against me, and the focus on low-cost plants is definitely showing its drawback now.
Okay, you could really do with the water lane.
All right, so we've got Hot Date. This is going to kill another of his dudes. I'd love to get some kind of superpower off this Landscaper. So I think I almost want to kill this weaker 2 strength guy over here, so that I can get a chance to super block off this lane and have a chance to have that help me win one of these other fights. So for example, if he hits me with super block against this Landscaper in the second lane, if I get something that blows up one of his zombies, I can sort of steal the win out from under him. I've already used my meteor storm.
Strategic use of the super block is crucial for later on in the game.
Yeah, so I might get something like a nut signal. I might get bubble up. I've got a couple of different options.
Boom. Gone.
So as you see, when Hot Date gets blown up, he gets very,
What did you
very
get?
angry. So I got Hot Head, so it can defend a guy and help him live. I think I'm going to go ahead and use it here.
Yes.
I'm going to pop my head off and use that to kill this Stealthy Imp, and then Juggernaut is going to be free to hit him in a future turn. I'm not going to hit him this turn.
Nice.
So still not looking great for me. My opponent has a lot of cards. I've kind of spent a lot of my early offense. I've got him down to 1 still.
Oh, that was a pretty good turn, though, really.
Yeah, it was a good turn, and I'd love to get this Juggernaut through. I do have a chance to win the game if I can just get Juggernaut to tap him once. And I've got Bullseye, and so it will...
Juggernaut!
So he's got tons, so I think it's not looking good for me. Well, I've got Destroy Gravestone. I'm gonna blow this thing up, which means if he has nothing in the front lane that can kill me, then I will hit him for 3 with Bullseye. Bullseye cannot be super blocked, so I'll win the game if this thing in the front doesn't kill me, and if neither of these guys shrink or bounce my Juggernaut. So I actually don't like my chances here, because I think he's shown so many Pogo Bouncers and Landscapers that I think
you're in trouble.
He's probably gonna have one of those things that can either shrink this guy or bounce him. If he shrinks him by -2 strength with the Landscaper, it's actually not that bad for me, because I go down to 1 strength with Bullseye, and that actually is enough to kill him, and he won't be able to super block because Bullseye cannot be super blocked. But if he's got a bouncer in either lane, if he's got, you know, a surprise Gargantor, there's a lot of things that can go wrong for me. I don't like my chances. So here's a Landscape. It's going to trim me down to 1 strength. I can still win if he has nothing else. But if this guy bounces me, if he moves, move a plant, that's enough. That's probably gonna make me die.
Sumo.
Now maybe I'll live one more turn because he's only got 5 strength in the board showing. So I think I'll live one more turn. But he's starting to get so many guys. I really think I'm up against the proverbial ropes.
Okay. Oh my goodness, the tension.
That's true. Juggernaut. Again, there's like a tiny chance he could. I'm not sure I'm going to get out of this one. I don't really see it at this point.
Okay, is it 1-1? It's 1-1.
1-1. I was at 20-1 a few turns ago, but I'm just not going to get there. And this guy in the second lane is going to finish me off.
Oh, Devin.
So well dueled, chat. You fought bravely. I salute you, and I give you my spit out brains.
That was so close.
All right, well fought.
That was a pretty good lesson in how to use